YouTube? I'm NintendoMan64, bringing you another episode of Mario Kart DS. In the last episode, after struggling a little bit in his first kart race, Dry Bones won his last 3 in a row to secure my next first place victory. I did really good there. I was quite impressed with myself. I have not unlocked anybody new. This is being recorded literally right after I did the Star Cup. That was the Star Cup, right? No, it was the Banana Cup. This is the Star Cup. Duh, I'm so stupid. Okay, so I have been, so far, Luigi, Wario, Toad, and Dry Bones. So, logic would dictate I should beat Bowser, because I wasn't him. Or Mario, because I was not him yet. Well, too bad, it's Yoshi time! Meow! And Yoshi, as you can see right there, is probably one of the better mid-weights. It's very good acceleration and decent speed to boot. Very easy to handle cars, Yoshi, so... Unfortunately, Yoshi's car is very light, so you will get rammed off the road once in a while. But whatever, we're not worried about that. We're worried about the Star Cup! Which we are starting here at DK Pass, which is one of the first DK courses that happen to be made out of snow, which never really made sense to me, because as you would expect, Donkey Kong is from the frickin' jungle. You would expect his courses to have jungle-based themes, but they do not. But they do not, unfortunately, especially this one. But, hey, I'm not here to pass judgment. If Donkey Kong wants to go skiing like the rest of us, he should be able to. I have a dream today where monkeys could ski alongside rich northeastern white people. And they can all ski and have fun. Dough, I missed. Oh well. I actually missed a kind of nifty little trick in this particular level. If you go and you hit that item box at the top of that hill that I went up, you could actually get a really good item. You could actually get one of 4 really good items. You could get a red shell, which speaks for itself as a really good item. Oh, that is bullshit. Like, it just stopped. It went past me, it stopped, and then it just decided, no, I'm gonna wait a minute. Oh, there he is. I'll just hit him now. Well, whatever. Anyway, you can get a red shell, a mushroom, 3 mushrooms, or a star. No matter what position you are in when you're in the standings. So you're guaranteed a good item if you go up there. It's obviously out of your way, so if you're a very, like, beginner driver, I don't recommend you do it, but if you're middle of the road or an expert like me, I'd say you have literally nothing to lose by going to get it. As you can see, I got 3 mushrooms, so it'll actually balance out the time that you've wasted to get to them. It balances out fairly well, and you can also cut corners when you're going through these through this road, because this is not the easiest course. I will let you know that. Oh boy, red shell, I saw it, but I'm not gonna throw a hissy fit, because you know what? Red shells are necessary for existence, and it's not even coming towards me. Either I'm really far ahead or that shell hit something. If that shell hit something, yay. Nothing I had though, because I had the fake item box. Which there really are, once you get later on in this game, they really are like really cruel places you can put the item boxes, so as to make your opponent's lives miserable. Let's get a star for argument's sake. Nope, 3 mushrooms, that's okay. That is okay by me. I honestly don't care. Okay, there was one thing I wanted to experiment, but seeing as how no one is getting one for me to use, there actually is a 1 in 10% chance, if you can time it right, that when you have a mushroom and someone throws a blue shell at you, it's only the flying blue shells, so it's not the blue shells that are on the that go on the floor like in Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart 8, but there's a 1 in 10 chance that if you use the mushroom at a precise time, you'll actually be able to dodge a blue shell. It's very difficult to do, it's very rare, but if you can accomplish it, my friend, you deserve props. I've only done it twice. Once in a versus race of Mario Kart Double Dash with Shroomy, and the other one was online for Mario Kart Wii. But it's impossible to do it when it's on the ground because, I mean, seriously? It's on the friggin' ground. It just goes right for you. It just goes right for you. Okay, Tick-Tock Clock. This is actually one of my favorite, non-really talked about courses. It did make a return in Mario Kart 8, and I really do like that. This is a very unique course. I mean, who would think to have a Mario Kart course in a freaking clock? I'm telling you, the more these games go on, the more, like, unique and awesome they get. I mean, that's just me saying that because I've been a fan of this series my entire life, but hey. I don't know. One thing I did forget to talk about in the last video, because I was keeping it mostly to just stuff around the channel, because there really isn't much to talk about with the Retro Cups, because you can only say so many times, I love this game, I love that game. One thing I didn't get to talk about was the fact that I have a new collection video that I'm gonna shoot my next my next collection video next week. Well, not next week, actually this week. It's gonna be the Disney sing-along tapes. So they shouldn't be too long because they're only the slipcover cases, with the exception of 2 of them. This collection's not nearly as big and as expansive as my classics collection, though it can be. It's just gonna take me a little while to find the rarer versions of tapes. Like, for example, that super rare, newer cover of, damn it, not in time enough. That's like that super rare new cover of Friend Like Me. That one's really rare, and that one's really hard to find. I've actually never owned one. I saw one at a library when I was going through library runs. Unfortunately, it was a rental-only copy. You could not buy it. Oh, I would have bought the crap out of it, but well, that and the box was sort of ripped. They have one of those generic boxes that holds videotapes, which I'm actually kind of disappointed most libraries are getting away from. I mean, I know, granted, almost nobody owns a VCR anymore, but it's kind of like the only way to experience movies in the old way. I mean, personally, if you're asking me, I love watching movies on my VCR more than I watch on DVD and Blu-ray. Oh, Blu-ray is a special thing. Like, better than DVD, though. Personally, for me, I love watching it on VHS. It reminds me not only a lot of my childhood, but a lot of just, you know, it's like nostalgia. It may not be the best quality, but you know what? You know that this is the movie as it was not intended to be, but as most of us grew up with it. I mean, I'll be honest, I grew up in the time when the re-releasing of movies was getting old. I mean, like I'm gonna talk specifically about the Disney films for now, but I mean, granted, I was gonna say it's getting old, but Star Wars was re-released a few years after I was born, and it made a crap ton of money, and Bowser just got blown up by a bomb. Bye-bye. Anyway, but just a few years before I was born, I mean, Disney was re-releasing a film a year, it seemed. Sometimes they'd release multiple films in a year. It was just the advent of home video. I mean, I grew up with those home video releases. So when I see these newer releases like Little Mermaid, which for me is a little too perfect. I mean the animation coming from the Blu-ray version of the Little Mermaid. For me, it's just a little too perfect. It's trying to be like the animation for that film. It's just trying to be like the other films that came out in the Renaissance. Like, it's trying to be like, oh, well, this is a computer-generated film, but it's really not supposed to be a computer-generated film. What it's actually supposed to be, like, well, not it's computer-generated, it's supposed to be like a, well, like it was a Caps film. That's what I was going for. But it's not a Caps film, it's a, Little Mermaid was the last animated film to use the ink method, at least the last Disney one. I don't think any other any animated film since The Little Mermaid has used the ink and paint method. Like, none of them. At least none I can think of. How far ahead are these two clowns? Holy crap, they're far ahead. Okay, come on, give me something good, give me something good. Not that useful. Gotta be honest with you, I mean, it got rid of Daisy, but it's not that useful to me. And when I have the dual screen mode here, I almost said the blooper. Oh my god, am I gonna catch up? Come on, second place, second place. Okay, I'll beat Luigi. I beat Luigi. That's okay. I'll take second. It's kind of disappointing, but you know what? Those guys were ahead of me for the entire race. They just took off and would not give up. It was just crazy. Alright, this is the Airship Fortress. This is one of the trickier ones to do. But if you can succeed in this one, I honestly gotta give you props. This one is an absolute bitch if you're not prepared. First off, you gotta start with the bullet bills here that try to blow you up instantaneously. Just friggin' crazy with that. Then you've got the things from Mario 3 that attack you while you're trying to scale the airships. And I gotta be honest with you guys, Mario 3 was actually my next slated project. It was actually, to be honest, perfectly honest, the first project was, it was originally supposed to be Yoshi's Island. But then I noticed Proton John still hasn't finished his, so I'm like, you know what, I'll give him time to finish his. And I'm like, okay, my next game, that'll be, we'll make Super Mario 3. But then the Runaway guys decided out of nowhere, oh, we'll play Mario Party 3. We'll play Super Mario 3. I mean, granted, Chugga has never finished the game, so I think it's kind of fair to let him finish the game first, since I've played through Mario 3 once, but it was when I was sick a couple years ago, so I honestly don't remember much about the game. Usually I get up to like the third or fourth world and I just give up. Because unlike Super Mario World, for me it just does not have the appeal. I mean, I did not grow up with Super Mario 3. I grew up with Super Mario World, I grew up with Super Mario 64, I grew up with Mario Sunshine, I grew up with all those. I did not grow up with Mario 3. While I do appreciate it for its incredible skills as a platformer and all the things that they introduced in that game, for me it's just another Mario title for me. Speaking of Mario being a bum, friggin' Mario. Oh no, you don't! Oh damn it, Bullet Bill! Friggin' Bullet Bills, ruining my plans. Oh come on, we can't. Yoshi, you and I gotta do better than that now. And don't be mad because I chose to be Mario in the dual maps. I'm sorry, but if I'm gonna be doing a collab with people, they may want to be Yoshi. I can't be a selfish butthead, and I want to share. Besides, and considering how good I am at Mario Party, oh come on! That only blew up because I was going near it. That's messed up. Okay, why is Peach suddenly going fast? Peach has never had a fast car. Oh my god, this is chaotic. Oh my god, this is chaotic. This is absolutely chaotic. Come on, last chance. Oh no! No! Dry bones, you dirty fucker! Ugh! Damn it! Ugh. Ugh. God. Oh, that's gonna be a bad rating. I finished in first, but pathetically. Ugh. That's friggin' bullshit. That bomb should not have blown me up. It waited just for me, too. My bombs blow up instantaneously. You saw that with friggin' Daisy. Whatever. The Special Cup has been added to the Nitro Grand Prix in this engine class. Yay! Wow, Yoshi, that was friggin' disappointing. Oh well. Okay, next time in Mario Kart DS, we will be taking on the... Sorry, I forgot about it. Forgot its name. We will be taking on the Leaf Cup next time. So, Join me then. Until then, Saya friggin' Nara.